Fog Racing back again with another career mode put on F122 this time. We've been used to a lot of the F1 manager, but here we are on the game, and I tell you what, it was my first laps on this in a wee couple of months, and it was in the rain at Miami, and yeah, I lost it. I binned it in quali. We're going to be starting for the back row of the grid, us and George Russell. We're starting on the hard compound tyres. We'll get 29 laps of action, and let's do it. We do lead the championship, but I was a bit rusty there, as you all seen. But hopefully, after this race, we can lay the smack down. Hopefully, don't take too much of a dent into it, but turn one, we kind of did what we did in the wet, but I was doing it to avoid all the cars that could have potentially hit us, but we try and overtake Nicholas Latifi, but Latifi's managing to hang it. I mean, these hard compound tyres are going to be hard to warm up on this opening lap, but we'll try our best. Latifi is in front. We've got Vettel in front of him. Lance Stroll on the soft, who's probably going to be right up our arse for this. But I'm not really a fan of it. I actually don't mind the Miami track, but it takes you a while to get used to it in the game. I just feel like this is the first game it's ever been in, so it does take you a while to get used to a new track. But I feel like by the end of this one, I did. I feel like last season when we did it for the first time in McLaren, it wasn't good, and especially because the McLaren car was not that good. When you're in a Ferrari, things are a bit easier, but we overtake Latifi and also a bit RJ with Sebastian Vettel there, but we don't get him. But moving on to the rest of lap one, we might a bit more RJ, man. We're loving this whole forcing people off the track business, but we lock up. Oh no, and Stroll overtakes us. Nicholas Latifi attempts to overtake us, but we just get a much better exit due to us running wide. Lance Stroll, though, on the soft tyre. He's trying to make his way up through the grid. What can we do? Lance Stroll's been disposed of. P14, we're up to. Next up is Yuki Tsunoda on the lap 4, and it just seems like this wee chicane bit, we can just get a much better exit. Okay, there, yeah, a wee bit of corner cutting, but fuck it, man. You're allowed free a race. May as well use your one properly. And there's the second one. Mike Schumacher dealt with. Next up, we've got Carlos Sainz. Great wee overtake there on lap 9 to move up to P9. Next up, Esteban Ocon. I think you can just tell at this point, the medium cars are off. No, the tyres were going off, but our tyres are off, man. Jesus. We've been dealt a really shit hand there. Spun. What is it with us colliding with Alpines this season, man? It seems like every race, it's always a fucking Alpine. But yeah, it is what it is. Tsunoda and Schumacher battling. We use the curb. Oh, almost contact with Schumacher. We managed to hold it, but he gets a much better exit. And these two are going to get DRS, which does not bode well for us. But hopefully this Ferrari par can outpar our customer team. But Schumacher's barging us down the road, man. Not too much space, but can we outbrake him? Can we hang it around the outside? But I think Schumacher's got it covered as we run wide, and now surely we will get the DRS, and hopefully we can overtake Mick Schumacher into turn 1. Tsunoda's right up our ass. Bottas is in the pits. We're going for it here on the hard compound tyre. We're risking it. He runs wide, and we get the manoeuvre done. Moving on though to lap 11, and I wasn't concentrating at this part. I can't even remember what I was doing, but we lose our front wing. But thankfully, Sebastian Vettel retires with an engine failure. Brings out the safety car. We pitted for the softs. I was going to do a 2-stop, then I went, no, we're not going to do a 2-stop. So I pitted the lap after and put the mediums on. So we are currently P18, going to the end here. 16 laps on the medium compound, which it might be tough, but at the end of the day, hopefully we can get it done. But we get Nicholas Latifi up first here, and I mean, you just see the extra grip we got there. He backs out as well, of course, but don't really know what. Nicholas Latifi was down there. Up next with Mick Schumacher. It's a late one, but we managed to get it. We lock wheels with him. Sergio Perez hits the fastest lap, and we lose quite a lot of time to Tsunoda, but Tsunoda is dealt with. Next up though, we've got Max Verstappen around the outside. Bit of lag, bit of gear, but we managed to get the manoeuvre done. Up next is Guan Yu Zhou on lap 16, and you can just see the superior pace here of the Ferrari. Like, once we put on a quicker compound, man, it was like night and day. Like, the hard tyre was just very slow this weekend, and thankfully we weren't on it for this latter stage, or else we would have made our way up through the field. But up next is Lance Stroll, and hopefully we can get the deal done on him and get P12. But we're in the DRS now, or is the DRS? I mean, is the DRS open? I think it is open. I think it is actually enabled now as we, yeah, it is enabled. We overtake Lance Stroll there. Up next though is George Russell, lap 17. Can we get it done? Lovely jubbly, but there is a bit of contact there. And just look at the extra space we've got through here. Catching the back Carlos Sainz, yet we run a wee bit wide, gives us a better exit. We think better of launching it into that corner after what happened with Esteban Ocon. So hopefully we can get into the points here with this manoeuvre, get the DRS open surely. But the Williams is a slippery car in a straight line. The gap is 2 and a bit tenths, and look at that, man. We're not really gaining. He's got his DRS open, I believe he does. But us, we late break it, we risk it for a biscuit, and we manage to get the manoeuvre done here on lap 17. Up next though, Valtteri Bottas, lap 18, a lot further back, man. A bit of contact, but I don't care. We're in the mood for points, podiums galore, all that good stuff. Lap 19, look at this, round the outside on the medium. An absolute destructive move there. Next up, Pierre Gasly, P6 in the AlphaTauri. It is actually the slowest car on paper. So we dived in the inside on lap 19. Lovely manoeuvre. Up next though, Kevin Magnussen. Can we get the manoeuvre done on him? At the end of lap 19, we go down the inside, and there is the manoeuvre done. Up next though is Danny Ricciardo. We're a bit argy-bargy a few laps later, but we managed to out-drag him, out-rail. Fantastic, man. Moving on to the last lap, we couldn't actually catch Norris or Hamilton. They were just far too quick, and also our tyres went off. So yeah, Ricciardo was the best we could do. Perez managed to fight his way back through to P5 after that second stop of his. But yeah, that's the way the race finished. We did finish for Hamilton, Norris, ourselves, Ricciardo, Perez, Magnussen, Gasly, Verstappen, Ocon, and then Guan Yu Zhou getting the points. So Kev Magnussen continuing his fine start to the season. Lewis Hamilton though, picking up a victory for Mercedes. Great weekend for McLaren. You can't complain if you're a McLaren fan. Ferrari though, Charles Leclerc, what was he doing? DNFing. Don't absolutely have a Scooby snack what he was doing. But he is out of the Grand Prix, sadly for him. But as for us, we hold a 28-point lead over Lewis Hamilton. Then Charles Leclerc 31 points behind. But as you can see, we lead the constructors. So it's a good day in the office here for Ferrari. It could have been a lot worse after starting P20 actually, but we managed to get the job done. So until next time, Miami.